Hello, world. So, the quote from yesterday, how the how always shows up. Think about a time in your life where you wanted to do something and you didn't know what to do, and everything seems to happen or line up for you to get it done. Without force, without effort, people, situations, circumstances seem to line up for you to get whatever it is that you wanted to get done. So I'm saying the how always shows up. The how will always shows up. Will always show up. The minute that you say, I want to do this, I want this, I'm interested in this, things will show up. The how always represents itself. So you got to know that it's almost like a magical thing, the way our brains and the way reality works. The how always shows up. I mean, I could give you plenty of examples on my journey, but it ain't about me. It's just about how the universe shifts, aligns, how the universe um, starts to move and represent circumstances for you to get whatever it is that you want done. Now, speaking of that, I am going to use myself as an example. So, maybe a year ago, when I first started the YouTube channel, I didn't know how to do YouTube. I barely even knew how to do anything with computers for that matter. All I know is I wanted to start doing videos. Well, the how showed up. People started coming in my life. People that I was already knowing that didn't know what they did was like, man, yeah, I got a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel. And with that, I created the YouTube channel, the Hello World, the logo, and everything like that. And that's just an example of how the house always shows up. Once you are determined to do something, the minute that you say you want to do something, the universe starts to rearrange itself for you to get it done. That's just the way it works, and that's the way it always has worked. The universe will always rearrange itself for you to get whatever it is that you want done. So the how has always been showing up. You just got to be aware and notice the signs on the road, on your journey. But the how will always show itself. The how will represent itself. So you don't never have to worry about how am I going to do it and stuff like that. That is almost like not your job. You are a co-creator in this world. You know, you co-create with the universe. You come up with a desire and you almost let it go after that. So the how always shows up. And during that process, it's about paying attention to the signs on the road, on the journey. Certain people will come in your life. Certain situations will present themselves. Let's say, for instance, somebody wants to be a mechanic and they're adamant about it. They're like, seriously, like, man, I want to start really working on cars. Well, the how is going to show up in that. You would be like, man, there's a class for me to take to get it done, to be a mechanic. Or I keep seeing people working on cars. Or I'm just using this as an example. But I'm saying is that you don't never have to worry about the how. And that's part of the detachment part. You don't never worry about the how or the when it comes to manifesting your desires. That part always comes about. You just be serious about your desire. You know, you just really saying like, I really want to do this. I really want to do that. And I guarantee you, the universe will rearrange itself to make it happen for you. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of the signs on your journey when you say, I really want to do this and I really want to do that. Be prepared. The how is going to show itself up. Now, there are times when people are not tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe where they miss the signs and be wondering like, how am I going to get it done? And so they go into the forcing. They go into the trying to control reality when they can just sit back and watch reality shift. That's what you want. You really want to sit back and watch how things start shifting and aligning up for you to get it done. It's not about trying to control or make the universe do something or make things form or make things rearrange itself. It'll do it by itself. The minute that you focused on what you really want to do, the how will always show itself up. It always has. And you can think back plenty of times in your life where that situation has happened, where the how showed up. You know? So just know that it's about trusting the universe, trusting and watching the universe rearrange itself for you to get it done. So, with that said, it's about being tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. And you'll see how every situation, every, how every circumstance will start shifting in your favor for you to get it done. So just know that the how is always going to show up. The minute that you say you want to do anything, you could be something crazy, like I want to build birdhouses. Man, all of a sudden on your news feed, you start saying, buy these sticks to build birdhouses. It's just the way the universe works. But some people are not focused. Some people are not like serious about what they want to do. So it's like a vague request. You know, you have to be very detailed with your request, and the universe is going to show up. The more serious and more serious that you are about what you want to do, oh, you guarantee that things are going to start lining up in your favor for you to get it done. It just always works like that. And you just trust that the universe is going to pull these circumstances and rearrange your reality to make you get out of this reality into a new reality to get it done. And that's the magic of the universe. There's times I've been on doing my journey and they call it, you're the magician. Well, this is part of that magical stuff. People might call it magical, but it's not magical. It's just you are being so detailed and so for sure and so adamant about what you want to do excuse me, you are so serious, so focused, so adamant about what you want to do, things just happen to rearrange itself for it to get it done. I don't care if you was playing the lottery. I don't care what you're doing. But when you are focused and detailed about what you want to do, shoot, the universe doesn't have no choice but to rearrange itself to match what you're conspiring to do. And it always has happened like that. So just be aware of the signs. Pay attention. Know when people are showing up. Know when things are shifting for you to get it done, and take that intuitive nudge. Take that inspired action and watch how it blossoms. The universe don't have no choice but to rearrange itself for your desire. You know, the minute that you put out that desire, the universe doesn't have no choice but to rearrange itself for the frequency that you're on. It's just like matter catches up to what you're tuning into. You know, like if you would say, man, I want to be wealthy. Well, be ready, because things are going to shift whether you like it or not, or whether you think it's right or not. It's shifting for you to bring whatever it is into your reality, because it has to match it. It has to match that frequency you're on. You could be like, I want a loving relationship. Well, get prepared. People, circumstances, all this is going to start popping up. And you just got to be in tune with your gut and make good, conscious decisions to get it done. So be aware. The how will always show up. Hello, world.